All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the men of the Lord. Prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom Barakatham. And I wanted to react to what you see here from the elder out of Dallas. Yashawamba had posted this on a community page. This is Remnant Save 144. You can subscribe there. And it says, starving children as young as 9 forced to give UN officials oral to get food. And I'm just, these kind of things, they go on. Esau's got it happening. But the thing that pisses you off is that it's enough of a open secret for Esau to report it in the news, but there ain't nothing being done about it, man. This is how you know he can. This is part of the witchcraft, because Esau let articles like this float around, and people will just look at it and go, "Oh," and then they just go right back to sleep, man. That's why ultimately the Lord just has to destroy this place, man. The Lord just has to do away with this place. The beloved brother Tazayar from Kansas City put out a video yesterday about Lil Nas X being on Maury, man. And the precept he brought out was this Isaiah here 3 and 9, when it says, the show of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. All right, this is talking about, you undesirables. But the main point I wanted to get in is this next statement here, where it says, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves, man. So we all know that this thing, things like this, they all are linked to the same thing. All you guys, man, that just think love is love and just let the moles be themselves and they not hurting nobody. And if you're in that spirit, what you don't realize is that there are demons attached to these kind of things, man. It doesn't just stop there. The end all be all of it is a very wicked and perverse thing, all right? So for you to have this apathy about it, like, oh, it's not that bad, the Lord is going to destroy you, man. The Lord didn't say hold your peace on this thing, man. It says go into the gates of the nobles, man. On the highways and byways and the hedges. Cry aloud, spare not. Salaki, excuse me 1 second. And you're supposed to condemn this, man. You're supposed to be crying and sighing on this thing. Because this is the UN, the thing that they're trying to corral everybody into. This one world government, the thing that we get called, quacks and conspiracy theorists about. This is the organization behind it, man. This is an abomination, man. All right. And they go by the name of peacekeepers. It says the UN peacekeepers are accused of assaulting children. All right. Now, why the hell do you want to live in a world where this is acceptable, man? All right. And this isn't relegated to one country. This is all over. This is global, man. So what has to happen? The Lord has to come back and completely destroy this place, man. Especially America. He's not going to destroy the entire planet Earth, but all of these nations are going to be wiped out. Their infrastructure, their leadership. All right, all of these idols that they set up, these cities. Salakia. It says, say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with them, for he shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. So the Most High is going to judge you people for that, man. Even the ones of you that are just like, oh, it's not, being part of the alphabet group, it ain't that bad. They not hurting nobody. Well, what did the Lord say, man? Did not this get crazy and out of hand in Genesis 19? Getting it? This is Genesis 19, and I'll start at, let me see. Salakia, I'll start at verse 3. Sorry, I'll start at verse 4, Genesis 19 and 4. Before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. So what's going on here, man? The NLT, it says, they shouted to Lot, where are the men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them out so we can have sex with them, man. The Lord is going to fuck you up just like he did Sodom. Because this is what's going on. The whole city was with it. All right, when you read it, all right, it says both old and young. So the senior citizens, the elders, all the way down to kids, they were with it, man. All right, now you wonder how these little kids get turned out. Like you got this little kid called Desmond is amazing. I'm hesitant to go on the Instagram because, you know. Let's just see what it looked like. But this is basically a drag kid. Okay, a kid. Ridiculous, man. And they turned this kid out at the age of like 8 or 9 years old, man. This is allowed. This is legal. Their mother and his mother and father are okay with it. Well, he doesn't have a father. He's got a stepfather who his mother allows near this guy. You already know what's going on there. Look at this, man. This kid is older now. There's videos of this kid at like 8 years old, man. This guy was on the morning show, the Today Show. You know that nigga Michael Strahan with the Gap. The niggas interviewing him and celebrating him. This place is done, man. Why would you want to partake in this place, man? This is what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. It started out with oh, we just want rights and we want to be equal. You just don't want to be persecuted. To this. To degeneracy, man. Within a single generation, this place is become unlivable. All right. It says, and Lot went out to the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray ye, brethren, do not so wickedly. But what did they say? And this is the men of the Lord saying, do not so wickedly. All right, that's a righteous thing to do. It says, we're not doing that. It says, behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me pray. I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as good as in your eyes, only unto these men do nothing. Therefore came they under the shadow of my roof, because Lot was actually a righteous man. All right, and he did the right thing in that situation. As messed up as you might look at it and see, like, damn, he gave his daughters over to these old wicked ass niggas, but it's better than the abomination of letting them into another man. All right, and the law says you're supposed to protect whatever man is under your roof in your house. So he did what he had to do, but look at how bad things got, man. And this is the Most High showing you, because right after this story here, what does the Lord do? It says, "Then the Lord Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord Yahweh out of heaven." All right, and he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew up on the ground. So the Most High basically just burned it up, and that's going to happen again in Babylon, which is also spiritually Sodom. All right, the Most High is going to hit this place with thermonuclear missiles. Except it's not going to be a city in a small city and some towns and a plain between some mountains. It's going to be the entire United States of America. And now you see why the scriptures say, "Come out of her, my people." All right. Now, and I tried to find this article to look it up. This is an old article, which is basically an update, where it says the Associated Press investigation revealed in 2017 that more than 100 United Nation peacekeepers, 100 man, ran a child ring in Haiti. So that's Jake, over a 10-year period, and none were ever jailed. All right. So this that earthquake in 2010 for Haiti, all those people that went missing. Where do you think a lot of those kids went? It says 2,200 people went missing. But when it says the people who died, it's 250,000. Not saying that they confirmed their death, but we know Esau went over there. Bill Clinton went over there, the Clinton Foundation. All right. So you probably had hundreds of thousands of Jakes of kids just snatched up, man, and the UN shows up, calling themselves the peacekeepers. You know, this is why the Lord tells us to come out of this place, man. Now, the reason why I kept bringing up that, what Esau will call a slippery slope, that these things are all connected. You can't just be settled here, and be content and thinking Esau is going to take care of it. Is because all of these demons are linked to each other, man. The brother put this here too: drug overdose deaths in U.S. at all-time record. Yeah, the judgment's going out. This one here got me, man, because this is exactly on point. It says, once you understand that their God is a Decepticon, all right, you start to understand why they are indoctrinating your children. All right, now when you look at this image, this is an image of Baphomet. Now, a lot of people don't realize that that Baphomet has that same philosophy of duality, which is very heavy in masonry too. They have something called as above, so below. That's what this here is representing, with the two hands up, the two hands down. You have the two fingers, which represents, they say it represents peace. You have the UN peacekeepers over here, right? But really that's a symbol of Satan, the goat horns. All right. You have a man, basically. You can tell he's a man by his muscular definition, who has breasts. All right. So what is it? So what is this? This is a Decepticon. All right. A transformer. All right. With breasts like a woman. He has the rod of Asclepius coming out of his genitals, showing you this whole medical industry is basically with the whole program, man. How do you have a whole surgery that you got classes on? Doctors go to classes on how to perform the surgery, on how to take a man into a woman. Because this is part of their witchcraft. All right? And he's got the feet of a goat. All right? And with the head of an animal. Now, the reason I said this goes into more than just the alphabet community, You have something in these other sexual world called furries, man. All right. Now this looks harmless on the surface level, but when you look into them, all right, it says furries are people who have interest in anthropomorphic animals, and anthropomorphic means you take something that makes it look like a person, or you make it look human-like. You know, and that's basically what they do. All right. It says human qualities. Many furries create their own animal character known as a fursona. All right. So which functions as their avatar within furry communities, and what you will, if you research, when you go in some of these furry communities, it's a lot of wickedness. A lot of pedophiles are in there. All right. They're into very they're into wild orgies with the masks and shit on, with the head of animals. All right. It says, are furries kid friendly? Hell no. Now Esau might try to sell you that. Why do they even have to ask the question? So when you see they go out in the woods and they dress up like this, you know, and they basically get on that sauce, and they have orgies, man. All right. So when you look at this picture of Baphomet, all right, he's mixing this with the transgender, with the duality, which is the B in LGBTQ. All right, you can go either way. All right, and this shit make you want to throw up, man. You know. But what did the Lord say? I bring this out all the time. Genesis 19 and 14. Salakia, not Genesis. Isaiah 19 and 14. It says the Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a man drunken stack man as a drunken man, Salakia, staggereth in his vomit. So that's what this place has become, man. And y'all want to be a part of this, you know. This is a wicked ass place, man. You know, we should be sighing and crying to have the Lord deliver us. Baba Kosha, please get us the hell out of here, because what's coming next, man? You know, what's coming next? Look, gene edited cell replacement therapy. He wants to completely undo everything the Most High did, man. He's a psychopath. He's off the chain. He's unreasonable. He can't be reasoned with and bargained with, like like they say in Terminator. All right. He thinks he's the Most High. Well, how can you reason with a guy who thinks he's the Most High, man? Come on. Isaiah 14 and 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So, and there's plenty of scriptures that prove this guy is in that same spirit, man. When you go, this goes all the way back to Nimrod. All right. And one thing on the furries I wanted to reach out or put out on this furry thing was, when you look at the Egyptian gods, what did they have? You had gods with the head of an eagle, the head of a cat. The Egyptian pantheon. All right, I'll just put that in. What do you have, man? You have Isis. You have Khonshu. He at the head of a hawk. Sobek, the head of an alligator. Horus had the head of a hawk. You know. This isn't even all of them, man. You had Bastet. Look, another Egyptian god. It's a head of a cat. All right. This don't look familiar, you know. And what were these Egyptians into, man? All types of freaky, nasty bullshit, man. Completely out of order. All right. That's basically, man, all I can stomach on this, man. You know, we brothers, you know, we gotta keep the faith, man, because the Jake don't understand the level of wickedness that's piling up around him, man. And because Jake doesn't understand that, they don't understand how angry the Heavenly Father is. When you see some of the judgment that's getting ready to come, and you be like, God, dog, why did the Lord have such a horrific judgment for these people? Because of this, man. Shit that y'all are blind to. Y'all don't have the spiritual awareness to see or discern. So what's gonna happen? You're gonna get caught up in it, man. You know. So our job is to warn you what's going on. The water for the brother putting this out, because all of this shit is linked. You know. It's a demonic ass place. And just like what the Lord did in Genesis 19, that's what's getting ready to happen to America, but on a much, much bigger scale. And the plagues that hit Egypt are going to hit the same way, man. You know? So with that, I'm going to end it there. Hopefully y'all brothers were edified. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash, Wa Abba Babal, Shalom.